Hello, hello. There we are. Welcome aboard. I don't have my fancy intro. I got to get that re-queued up, but I do want to welcome everybody aboard. We are at a totally different time here today, so if you're stumbling upon us being live, spread the word. Let folks know that we're live and that we have a special guest with us here today. We're going to be talking with developer and writer Jack from Italy of Fortitudo Games. Welcome.
Hey, thank you.
Glad to have you here with us. So we're gonna talk to Jack about his work with their newest game, Shadowbrook Mystery, as well as maybe talk a little bit about the Endless Dream, what they had released prior, and see what they've got coming up as well. We got all kinds of fun stuff. If anybody joining us has any questions along the way, feel free to drop them in chat and we'll get to them as we are able. So, welcome in, especially to you, Jack. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking me to come.
Oh, absolutely. We definitely appreciate having folks here and especially other game developers. So, I guess why don't we start by just maybe tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do on a
I
day-to-day basis.
I am a graphic designer. I work for a football or soccer for you team, and I I always liked video games, like most of the people, and uh, for me, making games is uh, more creating stories than gameplay. For me, the plot is more important than gameplay. From my vision of making games, and actually about the endless dream, for me, it's important. Not only because it's my first game, but I made it as uh, I don't know the English word. In 2020, my father died, and I wanted to make a story about the well, how the people feel losing a person, and
Yeah.
the endless dream. It's mostly a travel inside the mind of this father that it's in coma, and during the game, the player has to recover the memory of the protagonist, and also I wanted to make the player feel what's what people feel when they lose some person uh, important. And as I told you, for me, it's very important to uh, make a good story uh, and make the player live that story. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Absolutely. Um, I'm going to take a quick moment to change our location here in space. Sometimes these slides are really hard to see, and I want to be able to put up some screenshots from the game that you're sharing. So what we're going to do really quick, it's kind of fun. We're gonna warp into a different location here in space with a different background because the Earth has so much light. All right, so we'll head out here, and then this will allow me to kind of share with a little bit more clarity what we're doing here. I don't mean to cut you off, and it's definitely we talk all the time with developers about passion projects, projects that they're really passionate about and that really they're excited to do, and this is a whole different level of passion when you're creating a game to um, you know, pay tribute to a loved one who's passed, and you know, dive into that whole story. That's a very different thing.
Yeah. Uh, Actually, when I created the Endless Dream and also Shadowbrook, uh, I started with the idea of what was the message of the game. Like in Shadowbrook, for talking about that too, you are a woman that has been kidnapped from some kind of gang. I don't want to spoil too much.
Okay.
And all the game it's about that she want to be free from this situation, and so the the main focus on the game it was about make the player feel like the woman, so the oppression, the fear of the plot, no, and also both the game are uh, puzzle game, so you got a story, and you need to find to complete some puzzles to advance in the game, and some of the puzzles are made with a sense with the plot. Like in the Endless Dream, for example, you got a puzzle where you need to find uh, a name of a person that it's important for the protagonist, and so I wanted to make the gameplay uh, the reason for the player to look deeper inside the plot of the game.
So a it's a very story driven kind of
Yeah,
mystery puzzle game. Is that a good way to describe it, or
yeah,
okay? Very nice, very nice. And this is already available. Is that correct? The game
yeah.
is
The first chapter, yes.
okay.
Also, the Endless Stream, it's available, but we are still in early access because the game is finished. But since me and my coworker, we are just two, uh, we still need time to polish the game. So we decide to keep the early access um, until we are completely satisfied of the result. But both are playable now.
Gotcha, gotcha. And so the two games for everybody are Endless Dream and Shadowbook Mystery. And so Endless Dream is the one on Steam. Is that correct?
Yeah,
And Shadowbrook Mystery, first chapter is available on Google Play. And
yeah,
so I'm going to post those links here on our Twitch channel as well as on our website for our guests. And you'll be able to link to those and check those games out. So I'll do that as we progress here on the stream. And so, two different ones. Now, are these two completely separate games or do they relate to each other?
Mm, no, they are separated. We made some Easter eggs in one and in the other. For example, in there is a point in the Endless Dream where you see a television, and on that television there is the news of the disappear of the protagonist of Shadowbrook, and in Shadowbrook we got a puzzle where you find some photos. I don't want to spoil too much, but one of
Gotcha.
those pics are uh, taken in the Endless Dream.
So
So
you have
we
like
like the
yeah, so you have like Easter eggs for your other games in each game. That's nice.
yeah.
I like that.
I I like to do this kind of stuff in my
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. That's creative. I like it. Very cool. Okay, let's see. Let me put up while we're talking. I think we've got um, some gameplay footage and stuff of Endless Dream. I can put that up. Let me see here. It kind of, this is an actual YouTube, so let me see if I can go in and interact with this. Get it full screen for us. Oh, this doesn't even look like it's the right thing. Or is it just a commercial? That's the danger to going to YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's see. So what? How long have you worked on Shadowbrook Mystery? That's the newest one that you just finished the first chapter of, correct?
Yes, we actually made Shadowbrook while we were working on the Endless Dream because we wanted to try the mobile market, and so we made it. Uh, if I remember correctly, we take 3 months to release it, and it was like a test. It's very short because we needed to understand the target of mobile games. So we decided to make a smaller game, uh, and we divided it in two parts. So yeah, from the beginning, 3 months and one of beta. So in total, 4 months to making it.
Gotcha. Uh, Here we go. This is nope. This is not letting me. Let's try this. No, it's definitely coming up with the wrong thing. So I'm just gonna. We'll just go back to some slides here. Sorry about that. All right. If you have the video, yeah, you're welcome to share it. Do a screen share, and I can share that. So,
Um,
but
there was a gameplay on YouTube.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in Italian. Uh,
Okay,
Let me
yeah,
find it.
I think that's what I actually had, but for some reason it's troublesome in trying to tie it into this OBS studio when you go live to broadcast because you have to be able to refresh it properly and get the right. YouTube just moves on and it goes to other automatically goes to other pages and other videos and um, it's hard to get back to that original one.
Okay.
Yes. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, very cool. Um, it's cool that you were able to do it in such short order. I mean, getting out a first chapter as a test and allowing people to kind of get a taste of what you're building and be able to get feedback and everything at this stage, that seems like a real good benefit, like a lot of pros to that, a lot of good things from that
Yeah,
approach.
mostly because uh, before starting to make games on mobile, we wanted to see if we could make it that profitable. Because on Steam you set a price and people pay for it. So, for
Right,
example, if you sell 100 copies, you manage to earn something. But on mobile, it's hard to make a game that people will pay. Mostly are free with ADS. So we wanted to understand how much you can earn from the the ideas inside the game, and also uh, we wanted to see if we could manage to tell the story we wanted to tell on a smaller sites, because on mobile you need to cut some parts in order to make the game be playable on as many devices as possible, like on a low end uh, mobile phone. You can't push too much the lights and all the stuff. Since we are making 3D games um, on mobile, we needed to make some compromises uh, about the graphics, and
Yeah.
all of this stuff made us understand what we can do on mobile, and also what people want from us. Also, as I was telling you before the live, when we released the Shadowbrook Mystery, many of the people who played it asked for the second part, and they are still asking for it. So we get the idea that that kind of game can work on mobile, and now we are making the second chapter that will be bigger, and also uh, we are trying to improve a little bit the graphics, since we understood what's the limits of mobile.
Yeah. So, did you find, obviously, there are, you've already touched on a lot of the differences between like a desktop PC game released on Steam and a mobile release, but did you find it when you did this project, did you find it more or less challenging than you thought it would be? Did you run into some obstacles that you didn't expect, or was it an easier transition than you thought it would be? How did it go for you?
Um, uh, we can say that the Endless Dream it's my first game. So while making it, I was still learning how to make a game, because I study computer science. So the code part of the game was enough easy for me, but when you talk about the storytelling, or um, making the gameplay not just playable but also enjoyable from the player, all this stuff I learned while making the Endless Dream. And when I started making Shadowbrook Mystery, this part was easier, because I had like 9 or 10 months of experience, but I had more difficulties on optimizing the the game, as I told you about the limitation of mobile games. So it was a tricky part, making still beautiful to see, but also not too slow on FPS.
Yeah, yeah, understood. So you talked about your previous game, The Endless Dream. How long did that one take you from start to finish?
We divided that game in two parts too. Um, the first one was released in, as I remember well, it was like December 2023, if I remember well. And the complete game still in early access, but with the full plot and um, the final. We released it in October 2024, if I remember correctly. So from start to end, I think it took 2 years. Uh, Also because I started making it alone, but then I met my coworker Alfredo, that he is a 3D artist. So we when we met, we he liked my idea, and since it was better than me on making the environment and all the models, we decided to restart. And with his experience, we managed to make uh, some kind of uh, graphic, not hyper realistic, but more like we made it uh, like a cartoon style with we studied all the um, details on the models because we wanted to make it cartoon, but still, since the game is about a dream, uh, a coma more than a dream, we wanted to make the player feels like it was in a dream. So we had to change the sizes of the objects and something like that to give the player this feeling.
Yeah, it's got a very very unique characteristic, aesthetic style to it,
Yeah,
and yeah, um, good looking, very interesting graphics. Check that out. There's links for anybody who has joined us. We'll catch you up here. We are talking to Jack from um, Fortitudo Games, who is the developer for these two games that we're talking about, Endless Dream and Shadowbrook Mystery. Links to both of those games are on our About page here on Twitch, and we'll get those added to our website as well. And you guys can check those out. Both games available, first chapters available now, so you can check those out. All right, cool. Welcome in. If anybody has questions about Endless Dream, about Shadowbrook Mystery, or about Fortitudo Games, or about this guy here that's with us, hey, throw in your questions and let's learn more. Let's dive in and get to know all of it. We appreciate you tuning in and joining us as we reach to support the indie dev community and just kind of get to know some of the stuff that I think a lot of us wouldn't know about otherwise. So, I know for me, that's been one of the big challenges, Jack, is just getting word out there. So how have you guys approached that as far as any kind of marketing or anything? Is that something that you've considered yet, or that?
yeah. Marketing it's difficult for us. Uh, on mobile, we use the Google ADS, and it made us make like 4,000 downloads. On Steam, it's different because we tried using social medias, but since we are just two, sometimes it's difficult to uh, have a schedule uh, of social. So right now, with the second chapter of Shadowbrook and also with the stream, we are trying to make a plan using social medias, and also we try to connect with people uh, who make games like us or who talk about games like websites or streamers to try to see if those people are interested in our games and if they are interested to share the word. At the moment, not that much. Uh, Mostly the Steam one is it's not going very well, honestly, uh, because we made mistakes on marketing in the beginning due
Yeah.
to our inexperience, and now we are trying to push the game uh, with some. Uh, we ask the people like us that make games what they did for
Yeah.
promoting the games, and now we are collecting some feedbacks or suggestions, and when we got enough of them, we will try to um, do the same things as well, but it's not that easy.
Agreed. um, so yeah, anybody watching, one thing that you can do to help out is just if you pop into Steam and at least wish list it. Wish lists even help. You know, obviously, if you want to download the game, that's great. I know they would love that kind of support, but even a wish list helps numbers and helps Steam to say, hey, you know, this person popped in and looked at the page and they were interested enough to wish list it. And the more people who do that, the more chances it has of getting shown to other people. So, yeah, just a simple way you guys can help out. Um, yeah, it's tough, and it's very different between Steam and mobile, as I'm sure you're finding
Yeah,
out now, because it's almost like with Steam you have to do your marketing ahead of time, and with mobile it's almost like you can't really do anything until you have it there. So it's
yeah,
kind of
it's completely opposite. Yeah.
yeah,
Also, this is my vision of social medias. For example, uh, we are a really small team, so we don't have much followers or views on Instagram and TikTok. So if I have a mobile game and I post a teaser or a post about that game, I can share the link, and the people from the same phone where they are watching the post can click and download it directly. Uh, Instead, on Steam, if they watch a video on TikTok and I send share the link of Steam, they have to remember that they have saw my game, and when they are on PC, download it. So when you got a really small numbers, I think social medias works better on mobile games than on Steam games.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, but still, it it takes a very long time until you see some results, uh, because as you said before, Steam's has uh, a way to push your game after you show Steam that your game has some potential. Like if you send 1,000 people on your page, Steam understand that this game is interesting for people, then it push it much. But until you don't manage to bring people on your page, Steam like never show your game, or it show it, but really mm,
yeah. People almost
rare.
have to be looking for it, you know.
Yeah,
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 because there's so much on there for sure. Yeah. Well, speaking of social media and just building a community, we just started up this past week our Discord channel here for Golden Character Design, and so I'm going to post the link in the chat for anybody watching, anybody who's along here with us. Join us on Discord, and we're going to have. Uh, the ability for our guests, so like Jake here, Jack, sorry. I got to learn to pronounce your name for real because Jacob, is
yeah,
that
for
Jacob?
sure.
Okay, okay. Uh, we want to be able to have kind of updates and hear how things are going, and so that our guests like Fortitudo games, and other previous guests can share their progress, their releases, and so forth on our Discord channel. So I hope you'll join us there, and we'll get that built up. It is brand new. This just started it this week, so like you said, small numbers to start, but we're build awareness
Yeah,
and do it as a whole community. It's not just about golden character design. It's about indie developers all over. So yeah. So you mentioned your artist, your business partner, as you refer to him, and he does a lot of the artwork in your games. So how did you guys meet?
uh, actually, when I started, I made my Instagram page, and I casually find another uh, game, um, another Italian team that was making an horror game, and we started to to give each other suggestions or feedbacks. And after a couple of months, we were talking this way. My coworker asked me if I needed help with the artistic part of the game, and since I'm completely new on 3D, I accepted. And since then, we are working on that game that was the Endless Dream and on the others. And he is older than me. Also, he has much experience on game developing on the 3D part. So this helped me to improve my skills too, because his experience, it was very important for me to understand how gaming development work.
Yeah, yeah. And you said you kind of have experience and a background in graphic design. Is that correct?
Yeah, I use the just uh, Blender sometimes, but not
Mm-hmm.
nothing very important. Yeah, just some cubes or something like that.
Sure, sure, sure. I understand. Um, kind of the same situation for myself, so I get it. Definitely helps having the right people to help you with the stuff that you're not as, you know, it's really tough as a solo developer. There's so much that goes into a game, and so the more we connect with people and surround ourselves with people who have skills and experience that kind of lend itself to our inexperience or areas that we're not as strong, just even having an additional hands-on is such a help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
We would like to increase our team because, for example, on Shadowbrook, we I made the 2D part of the game. Like when the character speaks, you got the dialogue box and the draw of the character that it's talking. But I am not good at drawing, so we would like to add some 2D artists in the team, and also we need help on the marketing side. So we would like to uh, make the team a little bit bigger.
sure.
Uh, for now, we managed to have a music composer that it's very good. I really like his work. Like he made almost all the soundtrack of The Endless Dream. Like we just have two or three songs that are from internet. The other ones are made by the this man, and also this part of music, it's important for me because when you make a story-driven game, music helps a lot on make the player feel more inside the game.
Hmm. Yeah.
So we are focusing on making the games better, but we still need to focus on marketing too because if you make a good game but no one know about it, it's useless. So we need a bit of help on that side, honestly.
Understood, understood. So yeah, there's actually you've got a couple clips on your website of the music, one from each game, so that people can get a little sample of that. And I agree. I think getting the audio, the sound is always cool. Let me add a link really fast while we're talking to your website so that anybody can connect to not only these games, but they can check out those clips and they can also connect to all of your socials, which are also all available at the bottom of that website page. So we'll do that for y'all. All right. So obviously, second chapter of Shadowbrook is kind of the big next step, right? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Uh, for us, it's uh, the as I told you, mobile games for us were just a test. So we didn't put much effort on it. But after releasing the first chapter, people started to ask for the second,
Great.
and la, uh, also after 2 years of developing the endless dream, I made more experience. So right now, Shadowbrook the Duo 2, it's a really big step for us because uh, it can be our first very complete game, like what we learned in the previous two, and also the ability we got on storytelling. Uh, it can make the chapter two very interesting for players. And we just started, honestly. We made a couple of scenes on Unity just for making the teaser. And I'm, I am almost finished to write the plot. And so I think we can start on developing uh, next week, probably. And we plan to release it on like September, October, if we don't have much problems on
Hmm.
developing. But I think that window for release can be good for us.
Great. Yeah, that's good. Do you have in the back of your mind another project that you want to get to as well, or is it just this is your focus for now and you stick with it as long as need be? Which is probably good. So don't let me change your.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, for it's like uh, in the beginning, as I told you, I started to make a game just for me
Yeah.
because it was I was making it for my father.
Yeah.
It was my way to uh, I don't know the English word to um, elaborate the death. But when I saw that I was enjoying what I was doing, like making the story, the code, I wanted to try to see if this could be my uh, work in the future. And right now, no, because it don't pay. But I think that we are on the right way to make it work.
Excellent. Excellent. So, one of the big questions that always comes up, I gotta ask this. It's a little bit of a detour from what we've been talking about, but everybody always wants to know when we're trying to get to know the developers is what do you like to play when you just play games? What what are your favorite games?
Uh, Actually, I like a game with a good story. Like my favorite is Last of Us, both the games. Right now, I'm playing Split Fiction with my girlfriend. She's
It's
not
a
very good at playing, but
popular new
we
one. Yeah, yeah,
yeah we uh, we try to play together, but she don't. It's not very good at playing, uh, but we almost finished it, so we made it. Also, I like strategy games like
hmm
Age of Empire
Oh yeah,
or Civilization.
yep, me too.
Uh, Actually, I play almost anything like single player. I don't like multiplayer
Yeah,
um, because I tried to play multiplayer like COD or Fortnite, but it's not for me. I prefer to uh, start the PlayStation and relax on
yeah,
a good story
yeah,
or make some battles,
yep.
but on my own, I prefer.
I'm with you on that one. I like that too. I'm a big Civilization guy. I've been playing Anno 1800. I like those. I The only time I like multiplayer is when you're playing just with friends, where you know everybody and you're just doing something with your
Yeah,
friends. That can be
yeah,
fun, but it's
like local co-op. I like
right,
that kind of
right.
game.
Yeah, yeah. Very cool. All right. Um, let's see. Abomination says at least it's cool that you played together. I guess
Yeah,
calling out that she's not that good. At least you're playing together.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. It's good. I for my work it takes very much time during my week, so uh, I bought the Split Fiction to have uh, some moments to relax together and enjoy a good game. Since at the
Yeah,
moment I really like that game, so
yeah. Has
it's good
she?
to have.
Go ahead.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you.
it's good to have this kind of moments,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, for sure. So, has she played Endless Dream or Shadowbrook Mystery yet?
She played Shadowbrook because she don't know how to play on computer.
Ah,
But Shadowbrook, she played it. She was my first tester, honestly,
very good.
and because she had a low-end mobile phone, so we
hmm
used it as a reference for uh, optimization and
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah, great.
actually, we made the Shadowbrook Mystery working on almost every device because we used a really low-end mobile phone
hmm
and we made it to work.
Yeah,
So on a modern mobile phone like medium mobile phone, it works very well. So I'm proud of making it.
yeah. That's a good approach. Definitely better than the other way around because then it really limits the number of devices that can run it properly. So, yeah,
Yeah, we wanted to make it playable on mo- the most number
yeah,
of devices.
Very good, very good. So for chapter two that you're starting on, are you thinking it's going to be? I know you mentioned earlier, you said that the first chapter you kind of didn't spend as much time on it because you really wanted to test it and just get something out there that would give you sort of some good feedback and feel for it. So with the second one, do you feel like you're going to be more involved then? Is it going to have more graphical elements? Are you going to use the same style? How is it going to be the same or different?
Yeah. Actually, at the moment, for my first renders, I see that chapter two it's more realistic because, as I was talking with you before the live, the we are making the second chapter on Unity 6. So we are trying to use all the power of the new version, and this made the first chance much better to see. And on the aesthetical side of the game, we want to improve not the 3D part because we like the 3D part of the first chapter, but we want to increase the 2D part, like the characters, the images inside the game, because we made not hyper realistic, but enough realistic graphic for the first one, and we put inside the game the draws made by me that are not that good. So we would like to improve that part, and also I'm trying to improve the UI because the only thing I didn't like that much of the first chapter was the UI. Uh, but I needed to learn how to make it properly. So right now I'm focusing on improving that part, and I hope that the second chapter can be more polished than the first one, and also we would like to move on iOS too,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because it's it's a another market that we can use, like most of people on Europe as Android, but on USA or other part of the world, people as more iPhone. Or
Yeah.
it's a piece of market that we are losing that can make it profitable, at
Yeah.
least a little bit. So we are trying to do that.
Definitely.
But at the moment, I don't have an iPhone to test it.
Yeah.
So I need to mm, buy one and start to test the the game, because uh, the tricky part for me of mobile games are is the IDS, because uh, the you need to put them not too much to don't annoy the player, but you need to put enough to earn some money. So you need to find the right balance of it. And also, I saw that the code on iOS and on Android it's different. So we need to make a porting of that part for what I saw on documentation. But
Well,
on a
Unity,
roadmap,
since you
tell me.
transferred to Unity, it's going to help you a lot with that. It does a lot of that for you. So, um,
Yeah, I saw it.
yeah.
We use Unity mediation, like Iron Source. I don't know if you know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That for what I saw online, mediation is better than normal uh, ads, but uh, I need to understand it properly to optimize the the earnings.
Yeah, yeah. It's a challenging process for sure. For anybody who might not be following totally what we're talking about, adding basically putting ads in your mobile app because that's kind of the number one common source of revenue from mobile apps. It's difficult. It's as you mentioned earlier, it's much more difficult to sell apps at a cost on mobile. People want free games, and so ads are
Yeah,
just kind of an expected part of that market. Yeah, I made a bold move with our app that we put up a couple days ago, which was to remove the ads. So it's a free to download, no ads. So we'll see.
yeah.
Yeah.
We also uh, we would like to make an app for all our games. Like you download one app and you got all our
Ooh.
games. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
if we release a new one,
Nice.
so because I think that first it's easier to market because you have to market one app and not
Right.
two, three, four, five games.
Right.
And also, I want to use that app to make the player keep it on their phone so we can use notification or updates to
Hmm.
connect with players and also to tell them that a new game or a new part of the a game is released. And
Yeah.
on the long time, this maybe can help you to make a community around your games.
Yeah.
But
No, I like that idea a lot. I think that
yeah,
that's
I saw another game uh, developer that has the same strategy, uh, and they have like 10 million downloads on Play Store.
wow.
So it, it's just an app. So with that app, you don't just make people play your game, but you make them like remember that you are making games because they usually keep that app
Yeah.
on their phone. So it's easier on the long term to make people play a new game.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's very easy to make that app work. At least we are just two, and I am the only one coding. So uh, n- I don't know if we managed to make that up before the chapter two, or we keep the idea for the next
Right.
games.
Right. I think it works really well for what you guys are doing because your games are of the same genre. They're similar in style and in like the same genre. So the types of players who are going to play your games are going to be interested in your other games. Um,
Yeah,
it might not work as well if you're doing games that are completely different genres and you're bundling them into the same app. It might not quite work, but for you guys, it sounds great. Yeah, I like that idea. Good luck with that. That's cool.
yeah. I hope I can manage to make it. I
I'm
don't
sure
know
you will
if,
eventually.
yeah, but also I think that that app could work when you have more than two games released.
Yeah,
Like you download the app, you got five games
yeah,
in one app, and maybe we can use that as a base for the next games
yeah,
after that the first.
absolutely. I think that's a great plan. Great approach. Very cool. Well, definitely, you'll have to let us know how it goes. Feel free to um, post updates in our Discord channel. We have a channel created that is called Golden Spotlight, and it is meant for all the guests that we've had here on the program to be able to start posting, follow ups, updates, kind of let us know how things are progressing with the game, so that as our community gets to know you, they can keep in touch and see what's going on. So obviously, you guys can keep in touch by connecting to their social links, the link to their website, as well as to both of these games, Endless Dream and Shadowbrook Mystery. Those are all available on the About page here on our Twitch channel. So check those all out. And then, yeah, on the Discord, hopefully we'll start growing that and getting people on there. So feel free to share updates and progress as you proceed there. I know it's another task. I'm not trying to give you another task. You got 4 million of them on your list already, but
What I will, because I think that one of the most important part of making games is making a community first. Like when you are really small, community is very important. And we also
yeah,
have a Discord channel because we wanted to uh, make the people follow us while we are making the games.
yeah,
And we we also are working on finding the right channel, like um, for example, Patreon or uh, the a blog site a blog on our website. We wanted to make a place where people can find all the updates. And right now, we didn't find the right uh, place for us, but I think that it will be most likely Patreon because I like uh, the way that Patreon is made for posting updates, and also maybe it can help to earn some money to make the games even better, like uh, im- improving the team, for example. If we
hmm
manage to earn something, we maybe can pay someone for the 2D part. That it's the most critical part for us at the moment,
yeah.
and that can make all the game better in the end.
Yeah, it's a tough process, and it's tough to balance your time when it comes to all the different challenges of actually developing the game, and then also trying to build your community, get word out, potentially raise some funding, all of that stuff. So important and so difficult to balance. I you know, if somebody figures out the magic formula for that, let us know. We're all doing the best we can, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jack, anything else then about either of these projects or about yourself or your company that you would like to share with us that we didn't talk about that is important to you that you'd like to kind of leave folks with?
I don't know. We talk about anything, I think,
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
because it just, as I told you, it's my first time talking about my games. So I still trying to figure out how to communicate, like on interview like that, or just on social media, how to communicate uh, what are my games, and I still need to find the right way to talk about them. No, if you
Well,
understand
I
what I
think
mean.
I think you did a great job. So
Thank you.
don't worry too much there. Fantastic job, and we appreciate having you. And hopefully, you'll be able to keep us updated as you move forward and let us know how things are going for you guys. Um, you know, feel free to share, and we'll definitely, that way we can all kind of stay in touch. And for everybody, I know we ran daytime hours here, at least daytime for us. It's nighttime for you over there.
Yeah, it's
And
10
because,
p.m.
yeah, so I know that that threw some folks off, and we didn't, a lot of folks missed this live. So if you're watching this after the fact, we appreciate you tuning in and joining or rewatching the program. And just keep an eye out. We'll try to post when we can, when we have these off time ones. But we definitely wanted to accommodate Jack's schedule, understanding that being in Italy, our normal broadcast time is like 3:30 in the morning for him. So that's
Yeah,
yeah. All right. Well, absolutely appreciate you joining us and sharing the games and your process and passion for them. And wish you the best of luck as you move forward with chapter two.
thank you. I really enjoyed talking with you.
Great, appreciate it. All right, so thanks for being here. Thanks everybody for joining us. Check out those links, show your support, and we will catch you again next time. Everybody have a great one, day, morning, I don't know, whatever it is. I've got a clip for that. We should play
Good
this.
morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
An officer has arrived in command center.
All right, thank you all.